Right, today I'm Chef O'Brien, and I'm Chef O'Brien tomorrow as well. Start again. My name is Chef O'Brien, and today we're going to be making Channa Masala. It's a vegetarian recipe consisting mainly of chickpeas. So today we've got turmeric powder, garam masala. These are like staple things to use to make any sort of meal. So these are key ingredients to make. We've got a bit of chilies, a bit of ginger, a couple of onions. We've got a bit of coriander, fresh coriander, which gives it a bit of aromatic taste as well. Here we've got the chickpeas. So what we've done there is we've just boiled them up and soaked them a little bit. So usually when we get chickpeas, it can be a bit hard, so this makes it a bit softer. And we've got a bit of tomatoes, veg oil. You can use butter, but try to be a bit healthy. And a little bit of salt. That's everything, really. Right, over to the kitchen. All you need, very simply, is any kind of pan, frying pan or pot. Today we're using wok just because it's easy, and you need a big spoon. That's it. So here, I've had some onions. I've got 2 onions in here, and I've just been sort of frying them on a medium heat. You don't want to cook your onions too quickly, because otherwise they'll burn, and the slower you cook it, the better flavour you get out of it. So 2 onions there, and now we're going to add a bit of ginger. So the actual amount of ginger doesn't matter too much. It's kind of about a thumb's width of ginger, and we'll add that. So we just pop that straight in. It's actually quite easy. And then we've got about 2 cloves of garlic here as well. So just mix that in and fry that. Just give that a couple of minutes there. And what I'm going to do, when you start any sort of curry you're making, you do what's called a masala. And that's the main sort of base sauce. And to that you can add anything. So what I'm going to show you now is the masala. And then we're going to use chickpeas today, but if you want to use any other vegetable or anything else at all, you just chuck it straight in, and it's pretty much the base for all of them. And also we've got some chilies here, so I forgot about that. And with chilies, I'm going to put 1 in today. But if you like it really spicy, then you can chuck a load in, and if you don't, then you can just put like half 1 or something like that. So we've got that frying off. So, if you imagine that's kind of fried, what we need to add now is the spices. There's a bit of variation about this, and this step I had a bit of a chat with my mum about yesterday, and we kind of came to consensus we're going to do it this way. So the one you're going to add all the time at this point is turmeric powder.
Warning! Warning!
You want to be careful with this, because if you're wearing a white shirt, some of you've got some white clothes on now, I went for black here, this will stain your stuff, so just be careful with this. So we want to add that now. That's like been, the ginger and all the garlic and stuff's been fried up a little bit. So we're going to add like 1 teaspoon. I've got a tablespoon, just imagine that's a teaspoon. And it's a teaspoon amount, it's just cheating a bit. So it's about that much. And now this is the sort of bit that me and Mum were having a bit of chat about. And this is the garam masala, so it's kind of a mixture of different spices. You can just get it from the shop, this one, and the other turmeric powder as well, I got from Tesco's. And you can either add this at the end, or now. I'm going to add it now, just because that's just what I do, really. But some recipes will do it at the end, so if someone's saying, why are you putting that in now, like, just let me off today. So I put about a teaspoon of that in as well. Chuck that in. So then just give it a little mix. You don't want this to be in the pan for too long frying, because it just goes a bit, it will sort of burn and sort of stick to it. We also want to add a little bit of salt. I'll put a bit in now, there's no real amount of salt, just put a bit in like that. And then at the end you can taste it. So
major key to success alert.
The rule with salt is you can always add more, but you can't take it away. So just be a bit cautious at the beginning if you're a bit unsure, and then just taste it later on. So we've got that cooking now, I'm just going to leave that a minute. And then I'm going to add some tomatoes. So I've just got normal chopped tomatoes, tin. And I'm going to add about half of this tin. And once I've done this, up to this point is the masala mix. So as I was saying earlier, that's the kind of base sauce. So we're just going to leave this for a minute to sort of warm up. Onto the chickpeas, I'm not going to put them in just yet. But what I've done in advance is I've put them in a bit of water and I've just sort of brought them up to the boil and then just had a little check and just check they're soft. So you want to do that before. So we've got the masala now and I'm just going to add the chickpeas, just chuck them in like that. There we go. And give it a quick mix. And we are going to add a bit of water to that. And grab some. Just get that little mix. And then you just want to add a bit of water, probably just to the level, just so you get like that. Okay, and then just mix it in. So at the moment it looks a bit soupy and it's, you wouldn't really eat it at this point. You just let it on a sort of medium heat and just let the water evaporate. And some people like it with a lot of sauce, some people like it quite dry. I personally like it not too watery, so I'll probably leave that for about 20 minutes maybe. Keep checking it, keep stirring on it so it doesn't burn at the bottom.
A few moments later.
So now we've got it, we've kind of evaporated off all the water. So we've got it kind of like, it's just sort of coating it. It's got a bit sort of silky now. So that's how we want it. I mean, you can have it a little bit more runny if you want, but this is how I like it personally. And we've got the flatbreads there as well. Really nice complement to the dish. So we've got it down nearly to where we want it. We want it to sort of a silky texture, the sauce. And we just want it to sort of coat the chickpeas quite lightly. And what we're going to do now is, right at the last minute, we're going to add a little bit of coriander, fresh coriander. We've picked the leaves off and cut it finely, and that just adds a really nice aromatic flavour to it at the end. So just going to put that on now, just all over, and that is that done. So we're just going to leave that for a minute or two, and then we're ready.